I'm Susan McGinnis with Clean Skies News. This week brought the first ever ARPA-E Energy Innovation Summit to the nation's capital, an opportunity to recognize some of the nation's technological energy breakthroughs and discuss what's needed to make more of these ideas realities. Clean Skies' Tyler Suiters was at the final day of the summit, and Tyler, the focus today was really on how to use policy to spur innovation.
Yeah, that was the idea, the subject of 3 separate keynote speeches this morning, each of them focusing primarily on what the administration and what Congress can do to help. But keep in mind, 2 of the speakers today are members of the Obama Green team, and apparently they felt the need to play a little defense as well. First up, Carol Browner at today's summit. The White House Energy and Climate Policy Director said the Obama administration has been actively talking with key senators in recent weeks about their long-awaited climate bill. And Browner also touted some of the traditional U.S. energy sources, in particular pointing to domestic natural gas as having a key role in a clean energy economy, one of the strongest endorsements I've heard yet from the White House. Next up, this man, the administration's science and tech chief, John Holdren. This is someone who speaks the language of scientists, and he certainly held the crowd's attention today. But what may have been the most noteworthy portion of his speech today involved defending climate change science. And he says recent problems with the landmark IPCC report, in his mind, don't change what he calls our fundamental understandings of climate change.
Those fundamental understandings I've really already summarized. They are that global climate is changing in ways that are unusual against the backdrop of natural variations in climate, which of course have gone on for centuries, millennia, and the whole history of the Earth. Human activities, above all fossil fuel and biomass burning and land use change, are almost certainly responsible for a large part of the changes that are being observed. Those changes are already causing harm in many regions, and that harm is highly likely to get much larger if the offending emissions are not sharply reduced. Nothing in the recent controversies casts doubt on any of those fundamental propositions.
Okay, the third and final of these policy keynote speeches this morning came from Senator Jeff Bingaman, and this is a man that Program Director Arun Majumdar introduced as one of the fathers of ARPA-E itself. Now, as a longtime member and now chairman of the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee, Bingaman has had a hand in advancing both ARPA-E and DARPA legislation. And most recently, his committee passed the ACELA bill, what will be one half of the comprehensive clean energy legislation Harry Reid wants on the Senate floor sometime this year. But that passed out of Bingaman's committee back in June. So today I asked the senator about the long wait he has been dealing with for his legislation to face a floor vote. How frustrated are you with the delays on the climate bill and, in turn, the delays on your clean energy ACELA bill?
Well, I think Senator Reid is planning to get to an energy and climate bill. He is obviously focused right now on getting this jobs bill through and financial regulatory reform as well. But I'm still optimistic we can get it done in this Congress.
So you still feel patient?
I still feel optimistic.
Very direct answer. Optimistic, but the senator is not patient, and it now looks like Jeff Bingaman will have to wait for a while longer. Washington energy strategist Mike McKenna, this is a guy who has been involved in closed-door discussions about the Kerry-Graham-Lieberman climate bill. Susan, he is telling me now that his educated guess is that this trio of senators won't have their bill ready for public consumption until the 3rd week of March, and so we wait.
That's what we've been hearing. So much for Harry Reid's urgency to have something soon.
Exactly. We heard that John Kerry last week had said that he talked to Harry Reid recently. My friend Harry Reid, we had a phone call that Harry Reid wanted a bill as soon as possible, and John Kerry seemed to be indicating, and there were other indications from various members, that this bill would be out this week. No such sign. Now it looks like the 3rd week of March. Could be longer though, yeah. Susan. But they're really trying to break down what came over in the Kerry Boxer bill, which was almost shattered altogether. And that means a reconstruction of what was a cap-and-trade system. And every energy sector wants their hands in this bill to get what they want.
All right. We'll be waiting too. Tyler Suiters, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm Susan McGinnis with Clean Skies News.